Hello crystal meditators again. So as promised, day 2 we're going to look at Carnelian, which is linked to our sacral center. So I'm going to upload hopefully all of them so that you can pick and choose which one you feel you need on a specific day. Tuning into yourself every day is really important so that we do access what is going on for ourselves, so that we don't get too overwhelmed, especially with our emotions. And Carnelian especially will help you with your emotions down into the sacral center, which is the seat of the emotions. It's our water element, so it tends to sometimes flood. So when the emotions get too swamped up, too collected, and we don't access them, we don't deal with them, then we get a bit of a flood. So holding the Carnelian into your receptive hand, again you can hold it either just in your palm, in the meditation mudra, in your lap, or you can hold it into your heart center or down in the sacral center, the low belly. We're going to take you on another little journey like we did yesterday with the hematite. So I'd like you to find a comfortable place, make sure you're comfortable, and just allow yourself to focus into yourself, focus into your breath, and start to bring yourself into the present moment, into now. You can always use the hematite at the same time to ground your emotions. It's quite useful to double up, so you could hold the hematite into the other hand. And just take a moment with your breath, just to feel the breath and bring it down from the nose all the way down. Notice if it's sitting up at the collarbones. Are we just breathing up the top of the collarbones here? Or can we take it a little bit deeper, which will lengthen your exhale, which will just bring you into the parasympathetic nervous system. It will bring you into the rest and digest to help you feel a little bit calmer. And just as you're focusing on the breath, just allow yourself a few moments to settle into your meditation, to allow yourself time. It's always time. And to give yourself that space to come in. And setting your intention, so we're just going to ask to connect into the Carnelian, to access our emotions, to access our journey today, and to release anything that no longer serves us, so that anything that we're holding on to, that it feels heavy, feels overloaded, then we can ask to release it through the journey into the sacral, with the Carnelian also. So just allowing now a little bit of deep belly breathing, and when you're ready we're just going to take ourselves on our journey. So taking yourself into your corridor again, in your mind's eye, visualize yourself into a corridor with 7 doors. And yesterday we visited the red door, which took us to the root, and today we're going to go through the orange door, which is through the sacral. So opening up the door and trusting that you can now access and go through your orange door. Again, we're going to come out of the door onto our veranda. And just take a moment to notice our vista, our view. Is it the same that we had in our first journey, or has it changed? Has it altered? Are we perhaps seeing different things, or is it the same view? And this is coming from just observation, just being aware. We don't need to judge, we don't need to overanalyze what we're seeing. Just accept what we see and allow that to be noticed. And allow yourself to take your time to go down your steps. Down the same steps, or maybe the steps have changed, the wooden steps from your veranda. So taking yourself down onto your wooded path. So we're going to find ourselves in our woodland again. And we're going to walk again down our path and noticing the sights, the sounds, the smells. Attune into all of your senses. Perhaps you've got visitors, animal visitors with you. Animal guides, we can use those to our benefit, to ask them for guidance, to reassure us and be with us on our journey. You can also ask for your guardian angel that we met yesterday to come in and join us on our journey to keep us safe and to reassure us. And so walking along your path, noticing and being aware, noticing what's going on. And as we're walking a bit further along, we notice there's a little stream running to the side of our path, and we just go over and take a little look at the stream. And just notice for yourself, what does the stream look like? Is it running fast, or is the water quite still? Is the water clear, or does it look a little bit murky? Again, just observe, we don't need to judge, and just be aware of perhaps what is going on. And so we're going to follow the stream. We're going to take our journey along the stream. The path will follow the stream, and just take yourself further along through the wood and following the stream along. And as we start to venture through, we come to a clearing where there's a lovely big lake which the stream runs into. And so we decide it's a lovely sunny day that we can take a bathe into the lake. So we kick off our shoes and we start to just come up to the water's edge and paddle our toes into the water. And we can just feel the earth gently, the sandy soil underneath our feet, gently washing away any aches and pains, any emotions, anything that's feeling heavy in your body and in your emotions. And as you're just standing there paddling with your feet into the lake, just look around and notice, what are the sights around you? What can you see around your lake? Is it a large lake, or is it quite small? Is the lake smooth? Or is it a little bit choppy? And just notice for yourself, but also reassure yourself that it is going to be safe to go into the water. We are safe to venture into the water. And so we're going to take a little further walk and take the water up to our knees. And just feel the water gently swirling around the knees, again washing away any aches and pains that we hold in our bodies, any emotions that we might be feeling today, any overwhelm that we might be feeling with the crisis at the moment. And you can still feel the soil, the sand underneath your feet. You still feel safe and secure. And just allow the water to gently lap around your legs, your lower legs, cleansing and removing. And so we feel safe enough to venture in a little deeper, and we go up to our hips. We just notice the water now lapping around the top of the legs as well, washing away any aches and pains, soothing. The water feels warm as it gently laps around our legs, and we can still feel the soil, the sandy soil underneath our feet, making us feel safe and secure. And we just spend a moment to allow the water just to lap around our legs, making us feel cleansed and refreshed. And so when we're ready, we can go a little deeper up to our waist and allow the water just to lap around our low belly and our low back, right into the sacral center and the low belly, washing and cleansing any held emotions, anything that feels heavy in the low back. Sometimes the fear accumulates in our low back, so allow the water to wash away anything that we're holding on to, anything heavy, anything painful. And we can still feel the sandy soil underneath our feet, so we still feel safe and secure. And we're going to venture just a little bit higher, right the way up to our chest, and allow the water now just to cleanse the upper belly, the mid-back, just washing away any feelings of anxiety in the upper belly, any feelings of tension into the mid-back, the spine. We can still feel the sandy soil underneath our feet, so we know we are safe to be in the water, and just feel the water gently lapping around the trunk, washing away any fears, any anxieties, any worries that you might be holding into right now. And then we know we can go a little deeper if we're ready. We can stay at any point we want to. If we don't want to go deeper, we can stay where we are. And if you feel ready, we're going to take the water up to cover our shoulders and just allow the arms to either float on the surface or just dangle by your sides. So the water now is just washing up around the chest and the throat and just washing away any burdens in your heart, any heavy-hearted feelings of grief and perhaps abandonment at the moment where we're feeling perhaps isolated. Just allow the water to wash and soothe any feelings of grief and unhappiness, and allow it to wash any burdens that we're holding on to our shoulders. Let them wash away into the lake as the water just laps around our body. Let any aches and pains be taken away in the water through the arms and the shoulders and the upper back and the chest. And we can still feel the sandy soil underneath our feet, knowing that we are safe in the water. And just allow the water to gently soothe, reassure. It's a bit like a warm hug from our lake. Now we can stay there if we feel we're deep enough, or we can just lie back into the water. We know that at any time we can put our feet back down, we're not too deep. And we just lie back into the water, allowing the head to just rest, allow the whole body to float onto the water and just feel the gentle bobbing of the water. And allow the water now just to soothe and wash away any worries we have in our minds, around our head where we get busy in the mind. And just letting your whole body feel weightless and light as it floats along the top of the water. The water's soothing, it's warm, it's washing away any worries, any aches and pains, any burdens, any worries in the mind, in the emotions and in the heart. And just resting in the water, allowing the water just to gently support you and hold you so you feel safe. You might be able to look up at the sky and just see the view. Blue sky above, there may be birds flying. The sun is warm as it beats down on your face, keeping your body warm as it gently bobs up and down on the water. Just allow yourself to feel weightless and light as all of your burdens and worries are washed away, making you feel cleansed, supported and loved. And so it's time just to come back. So we gently stand back up and find our feet again on the sandy soil. And we just stand for a moment, letting the water again gently wash away anything that might have come to the surface. And as we start to wade back, the body still feels lighter and cleansed. The shoulders come out of the water. The upper back and chest come out of the water. The upper belly and mid-back come out of the water. The low belly and the low back come out of the water. We walk a bit further so our hips and our thighs come out of the water. And then our knees and our lower legs come out of the water, so that we're just back to the ankles and the feet again. And we just turn around to take a last look at our lake. And we just thank the water for cleansing and removing anything that worries us right now. the sun is still warm enough just to dry us off and to reassure us. Excuse me. And so we walk back and we follow the stream back onto our wooded path. And we join the path again and follow back along our little stream. And as we're walking back, take a little look into the stream, and does it look any different? Has anything changed in your stream? Don't worry if it doesn't look any different. Just notice and be aware. And just keep walking and following the stream back along your wooded path, and joining the path back again as you leave your stream and head back to your veranda steps, and taking yourself back up the steps onto your veranda, and just take one last look across your view, across the view that you see in your mind's eye, the place that we visit when we start to venture into ourselves. And notice if anything has changed, if there is anything different for you. Again, just observing and being aware. We don't need to judge. And it's just time now to leave our inner self, to leave our inner world, and to return back through the orange door, back into our corridor. And just noticing the carnelian in our hands, in our laps, and start to bring yourself back with your breath, and just feel your breath now from the tip of your nose working down into your belly. And as you start to breathe again, noticing the breath again, start to feel your body against the chair or against the floor wherever you're sitting, and start to be aware of where you are again. Start to tune in. Allow yourself a few moments to come back, to be aware. And when you're ready, just opening your eyes and just bringing the carnelian into your heart space, and just taking gratitude now for the journey we've taken within and for the use of the carnelian. And just notice and be grateful. Gratitude for your release, for your letting go of anything that no longer serves you, any burdening that we were holding on to, helping you to feel lighter in the body, the mind and the emotions. And I thank you for joining me today. Enjoy and be at peace with yourself. Let your emotions go. We don't need to hold on to them. We don't need to react to them. Be aware of them. And always take gratitude into your heart. Stay in your heart space, people. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Join me again for tomorrow when we'll be doing the tiger's eye for the upper belly, the solar plexus. Enjoy. Thank you ever so much. Bye for now.